Welcome, Amakhosi Network. Welcome to the channel. So, Kaizer Chiefs is going to be playing Free Agents FC, and it's going to be a very, very interesting game. We are hoping that Chiefs does deliver a whooping and a half. But today we're going to chat about the starting lineup, what we think is going to happen in the game. But before we get into it, please like, comment, and subscribe. I had thought that maybe Hlongwane will get a run, so maybe he'll sit on the bench. But I saw that today he was at the DDC game. So because he was at the DDC game, I don't think we will see him with the first team. But other than that, but at the same time, I don't think we will see him at the first team because I think he played more than 45 minutes. So thinking about the Free Agents FC, I don't think they'll give him those minutes because he's already played this weekend. But let's think of the starting lineup. We've seen a lot of players in training. It seems like Castillo is getting back to fitness. It seems like Mdusha Balala was in full training. It seems like we've heard that Morris has been training with the team, and apparently from what I'm seeing on Twitter and stuff, Lollipop was actually training with Chiefs this morning. Apparently he arrived sometime at like 3 a.m. or something like that, and then he started training with the team. I don't know how true this is, but the person who reported it tends to have good insight in terms of player movement. So we will believe it for what it is. This is Free Agents FC, like I said in the previous video. You cannot go and play a weak side against these guys. You have to at least start with your strong side, and then when your strong side has scored and gotten you a comfortable lead, then you go and put the weak side. Because you don't want to find yourself taking this team for granted and then having to now throw in some of your best players trying to save a game that you weren't meant to even be losing in the first place. So I expect a strong team from Nabi. So left back, it will most likely still be Cross. Goalkeeper will likely still be Voma. Centre back, it will likely still be Dudley. In terms of Miguel, I think that may be the one change I'm actually predicting. That may be the actual one change because Miguel has a tendency of accumulating yellow cards. But I think this is the perfect game for Msimango to get game time. So, in my view, I think Msimango may start this game. And then at right back, we know Frosler has been starting. But it's a possibility Kwinika will get a run. Because Kwinika is very defensive. Like, this thing of going forward is not his game. So, Kwinika may actually start the game. But Msimango, for me, I have a feeling he may start because I feel like it's the type of game where Miguel, we have the Soweto derby next. You don't want Miguel to get an unnecessary red card and stuff. So you would rather save Miguel for the Soweto derby and play Msimango in this game. That is my view. I'm not a coach, but I think I would do that just to ensure that Miguel doesn't pick up a caution. Because Miguel does tend to do things that end up earning him cards. So in terms of midfielders, this is the most interesting part. I don't know if they will rest Mthethwa. I don't think they should. I think they should continue playing Mthethwa. He must just continue with his momentum. It's not broken, don't fix it. So I would play Mthethwa as the 6, and I think Nabi will still play Mthethwa. I, funny enough, think Nabi will actually continue with Matt on the bench. He will continue with Matt on the bench and play Samkelo Zwane and Matlo because it worked out so well in the previous game against Sekhukhune. So I think that actually may be something we see in this game. The striking force is where things get a little bit interesting. Duba will probably still be striker. Like I said, Hlongwane, I expected to see on the bench, but he's not. So I expect to see Duba to start and Ranga to come in second half because Duba just needs to continue playing. He needs to continue getting minutes as a striker. I don't see the purpose of resting Duba and maybe saying, let's put Ranga in to get some goals. No. For the Soweto derby, you need your best striker. And if Duba can score 1 or 2 goals in this game, I think it will boost his confidence for the Soweto derby, and that's where we need him to be in tip-top form. And then here's where it becomes interesting. I know I said Matlo and Samkelo will probably still start, but it's Mdu Shabalala. Mdu Shabalala may, and this is a may, Mdu Shabalala may start at the left wing, with Potsane starting at the right wing, right? That may be what happens. Or Nabi and them will feel like Mdu has had a hamstring problem. So maybe let's not force Umdu into this game. Let's give him another week to rest, to ensure he comes in for the Soweto derby. The one other thing that is actually possible is Sirino might be available for the game, and Sirino might actually play in this game to start the game. So we may actually find ourselves having Sirino on the left and then having maybe Mdu Shabalala sitting on the bench because he has that hamstring problem, and then maybe like Potsane starting on the right. Maybe even Vilagazi, because it's a free agent, is a smaller team. So I think it does give some leeway for him to just get some minutes. So that's what I think will happen. The only things that I'm not sure about is I feel like Miguel will rest. I feel like Sirino has to get game time for this game, especially if he's going to play against Pirates, because he has to get match fitness in his body and under his legs. If Sirino does not get match fitness under his body and in his legs, it's going to be a problem. It is going to be a problem because against Pirates, you don't want a Sirino that's falling behind on match fitness. But I think now they are assessing Lollipop to see if he's fit. Lollipop may actually start that Pirates game. So that is something you have to be aware of there. But obviously, permit, he has to still get his work permit and all of those things. So it may still take some time. But from what I've seen sometimes is that Chiefs know someone in the department who knows how to make things move. So that we'll see what happens. But other than that, guys, what I expect from the game, I expect Free Agents FC to give it their all. They are in their name, Free Agents FC, meaning players who don't have teams and they want to, or didn't have teams and they want to be promoted. What we are hearing from a lot of people is that Free Agents FC is actually a good ball-playing team. They have been whipping people in the lower leagues in Pretoria, apparently. I think they are based in Pretoria. They have been really, really, really whipping. But I know they make up some of the players come from other teams' DDC, so they're like DDC players and stuff like that. But it's going to be an interesting game. One thing I want to add to this game is that I won't have a recording straight after the game. I'm just letting everyone know because I'll be going to the stadium. So because I'll be going to the stadium to watch the game with the boys, I won't necessarily have a recording straight after the game because, leaving the stadium and all of those things is work. So let's just see how we go about it. But I'm going there just to watch Chiefs win. And obviously, I know someone who is in that Free Agents FC team. So, I'm also going to support a family friend. But other than that, Amakhosi for life. Thank you for the support. And let's hope Chiefs actually gives this team a hiding.